We are here with Karri Kiviluoma from Red Links, and we have been playing Trials Fusion today. And Karri, can you tell us a little bit what has been happening with Trials for the past 2 years since we last saw Trials Evolution?
Well, we have been developing Fusion, obviously, and we were thinking, like, what was the next step that we wanted to take the Trials franchise into. So Trials Fusion is the biggest Trials game that we've made. It's a new world. It's a totally new type of environment. We're also focusing on a lot of new content, so it is the biggest game in the Trials series. So we have a lot of stuff in. We have the new FMX mode, so that's something that players have been asking for as well for a while. And it's a multi-platform release this time, so we hope to get a lot of new interested gamers with us into the Trials experience.
You said that there is a complete new world. Can you elaborate on that? Is it story-wise, or is it like almost open world-esque kind of thing?
The gameplay in Trials is going to stay the same, so there is still the Trials tracks that people have grown to love, and from the beginner to the easy, medium, hard, and extreme tracks that some have learned to fear as well. But the new world is obviously adding a lot of interesting stuff to this. We're adding it's a futuristic look. The FMX is going to be it's sort of the same type of Trials gameplay that people have grown to love. It's very physics based, so you're controlling your rider still, and you're controlling the bike, and you have to get your rider and bike into the correct angle to pull off these cool stunts. So I think that'll be very interesting for players.
Is this trick mode, or was it FMX? Is it also included in the multiplayer? So are you going to be able to do these tricks against other people simultaneously, like the contest mode or the 4-player simultaneous?
The FMX mode right now is a game mode that you play in single player, and you're trying to go for the highest score. Obviously, Trials has always been about asynchronous competition and competition between your friends, so obviously you'll see your friends' results there as well and see how well they're doing and try to compete against them. Regarding the multiplayer mode, we noticed that in Evolution there were some problems, and we want to look into that and really make the online multiplayer in Fusion as great as possible. So we're looking to different ways how we can release a multiplayer that is an awesome addition to the Trials gameplay. But with Fusion, you'll obviously get the Supercross local multiplayer, which you can play with your friends, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and people have been playing it here as well, and I think they like it.
Right. What about the create mode? It's still included, and we heard that there is going to be a lot of more variation, but can you elaborate on that one?
We have the editor still with Fusion, and that's taken to the next level as well. So from HD there was a big step up to Evolution, and now there's a big step to Fusion. So with Fusion we have a lot of cool new features that we have there. It's the same tools that we're using in-house to create the levels with. So players will have the same editor to use that we use to create the levels. They can create the same quality of levels that we have. And we've been listening to the community and looking through, like, what kind of things do we want to add, little things, and what kind of features, and something that might make it a bit easier to use for some users, and quicker access to features. And really looking at the editor and sort of figuring out like how do we make this even better.
And then you also have the iOS game, Trials Frontier. When the Fusion comes out, is there going to be some kind of crossplay or some other compatible play modes included?
Trials Frontier is like its completely own game. It's not a companion app, but it is still connected to Fusion, and they'll be connected in a very interesting way.
All right. Thank you very much, and we are looking forward to seeing the final game.